Richician.
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, doing an updated deck profile for Cyberse, which made its glorious return. Don't worry, the Stardust Junk one will come soon. Old Eyes Dimension Dragon is still in the works, but for now, let's profile my Link deck of choice. I don't know how much different it is since I last profiled it, but well, besides the extra deck number, this is exactly how I play it on Edo Pro. So for Firewall monsters,
I'd say about there.
Yeah, I've got Firewall Phantom, Firewall Defensor, and Firewall God. So they're the only main deck Firewall monsters that I play. And for other stuff, I've still got Boot Stagger, Link Slayer, good old Link Slayer, which is...
We didn't see him.
No. And then Gachari Attic Mister. That's just so helpful. And for the lower level monsters, we have 3 copies of Clock Wyvern. Sorry about the glare, can't do much about that at the moment. Then 3 copies of Lady Debug, the Stratos of the deck. And 2 copies of Balancer Lord. These are 2 of the 3 which are the same playset that Marley kindly gave me a while back. And then for actual code monsters, which work with code talkers, on Rocket Coder, got the Spirit of Revolver here as well, 1 code Radiator, 1 code Generator, and 2 copies of Microcoder. That should be a good enough ratio, I think. Then 2 Widget Kids, the marauding captain of the deck, Cyberse Gadgets, the junk synchron of the deck, 2 copies of Backup Secretary, 1 Cyberse Synchron, Dotscaper, and then of course the 2 rituals, Cyberse Magician, basically the Dark Magician of the deck, and one of my top 7 favourite rituals in the game, and then the other one, Sage. And that's going to do it for monsters. On with the spells. I think it's a pretty high monster count, but that's alright. It's very monster effect heavy, but could struggle against something like Crystal Wing, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, the spells. We've got Signet Ritual, Signet Fusion, just 1 of each, don't need any more or less of those. 3 Signet Minings, Searcher, 2 copies of Signet Codec for more or less searching, Optimization for extra normal summoning and making sure code talkers can attack with safety. And then the generic stuff, Monster Reborn, Regeki, Pot of Greed, which is allowed in my format, and Twin Twisters. Wow, I don't actually play that many spells. That's crazy. And yeah, no traps of course, doesn't really need any. And now for the extra deck. We've got Firewall Dragon Singularity, quite awkward to go into, especially since it's only beneficial if I have different kinds of monsters with Raid. Then the original Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid, then Neo Tempest Terahertz, which can actually help set up for these guys, provided I don't lose this guy or the game doesn't end too quickly. Then Avramax. This isn't in my online build, but I threw it in there just because it's possible to make it. And it's nice having another of my favourite links in there. Then Firewall Dragon, of course, good old Firewall. Then Access Code Talker, which never came up.
Almost.
Yeah, I know not a lot of people like it. I'm still allowing it in my format purely because it helps out weaker decks. I was saying to Express Gaming earlier that Emma owns 2 copies of this, one in Karibo, one in Fortune Fair. It's just so he can climb into it, but of course if it does become too much of an issue, especially in this deck, then I'll re-ban it. It's not a problem. The deck can work fine without access code. It's just a much needed Link 4. There's just too many situations that require me to go into it. But then again, I just don't want the deck to be access code talker deck. Anyway, for Link 3 is good old decode talker. I know you typically don't play it anymore, but it's one of my favourite links again, and I just want to have it in here. It just wouldn't feel right without Playmaker's Ace Monster. Then Decode Talker Heat Soul, which also isn't in my online build due to the space, but yeah, it's just too good not to run otherwise. Then Xcode, Power Code, another of my personal favourites. 2 copies of Transcode. Oh, and that's it for Link 3s. Link 2s consist of Code Talker Inverted, then 2 copies of Splash Mage, 1 Clock Spartoy, 1 Cyberse Witch.
I'm surprised you're not running the other Code Talker, that's Link 3.
Which one? Shooting
The water one, I think.
Oh, Shooting Code. Well, I did think about it, but its effect is just confusing. I just don't understand how it works. Maybe I will, just to have all of them, but I just can't get my head around how it works. The same with Encode. And now for the monsters that are not Link monsters. Cyberse Clock Dragon, Cyberse Quantum Dragon, and finally Firewall Exceed Dragon, just because I wanted to have them in there, just to either summon or potentially send a grave off terahertz so I can build up to Dark Fluid or Singularity. And that is it for my Cyberse deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and a comment, share and subscribe if you haven't subbed already. I would very much appreciate it. I'm currently on 483 at the time of recording, so we just need 17 more to reach that big 500 mark. So yeah, thank you for watching, stay safe, and we will see you later. Bye bye. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.